Travel with us again as we explore more of the Great Karoo, then move south into the Klein Karoo. We explore the Valley of Desolation in the Camdeboo National Park overlooking Graaff-Reinet. We explore the historic town of Graaff-Reinet, then take the back roads into the Klein Karoo and the majestic Swartberg Mountains. In this episode, we travel from the Great Karoo into the Klein Karoo. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Whenever we visit or even think of the simple village life in Nieu-Bethesda, it puts a smile on our faces. It's a deeply soulful village and of course, always sad to leave.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns.
We've had a lovely 2 days in Niue-Bethesda. I went for a lovely early morning walk again today. It's such a pretty village, probably one of the most beautiful little Karoo dorpies that we've ever experienced. So it's sad to leave, but I'm sure we'll be back.
Yeah, we visited Nieu-Bethesda probably 3 or 4 times, at least once every 2 years or once every year we come and visit Nieu-Bethesda. It's a beautiful place and we still haven't seen everything that's here and explored all of the areas. So it's quite a short day today. We're only going down to Graaff-Reinet. The route's probably not even 100 kilometers. We're going to go out of Nieu-Bethesda on the gravel and we're going to go over Uiykyk Pass and down to the R63 and then past Camdeboo Nature Reserve, which we'll explore while we're in the area in the next couple of days, but we're not going to go there today. We're going to go straight to Graaff-Reinet, have some breakfast, and then look for some accommodation, get settled, and then plan the rest of our loops and routes in the Graaff-Reinet area. Uiykyk Pass is easy and can be done in a 2-wheel drive vehicle with at least high clearance. The road travels through multiple farms, so one should be on the lookout for livestock on the road, mainly sheep. In the winter rainfall months, these low-level bridges can be flooded and the roads might be closed. On this route from Nieu-Bethesda via Uiykyk Pass, you will cross the Klaarstroom River 3 times on low-level bridges. Located in the Great Karoo of the Eastern Cape, Graaff-Reinet is one of the country's oldest towns, the 5th oldest actually. It was founded in 1786. The town was originally named after the governor of the Cape Colony, Cornelis Jacob van der Graaf, and his wife's maiden name, Hester Cornelia Reinet. The town was originally established as a trading post to expand trading inland from the Cape Colony. The town is known for its remarkable collection of Cape Dutch architecture, showcasing more than 200 heritage buildings preserved within a compact historic centre. Graaff-Reinet served as a British military centre in the Eastern Cape during the Second Boer War. In 1901, several captured Boer rebels were tried for crimes such as treason, murder, arson and robbery. 9 received death sentences, 8 were executed by firing squad near Graaff-Reinet and 1 in Colesberg. A monument in the town commemorates these fallen Boers. The first recorded church was started in 1792 but was destroyed by fire in 1799 before it could be completed. The second church was completed in September 1800 on the site of the present Dutch Reformed Church at the northern end of Church Street. With the arrival of Reverend Andrew Murray in 1822, the second church was demolished and the building of the third church was started. The third church, with its thatched roof, gables, clock tower and encircling wall, was completed in 1823 and served the community for 60 years. On the 12th of April 1886, the foundation stones were laid for the fourth and existing church with its Gothic revival and lines based on the Salisbury Cathedral in England, with the inaugural sermon delivered on the 11th of September 1887. We booked 2 nights at a nice comfortable self-catering unit in Die Dorpshuis in Donken Street. We headed into town and discovered the Frontiers Karoo restaurant. It was certainly the best kudu steaks I had experienced in a long while, whilst Kirsten's Karoo lamb shank was equally delectable. The Karoo Origins Fossil Centre is a paleontological exhibition centre in Graaff-Reinet, which is internationally renowned for its rich history and prehistoric discoveries. A feature of the centre is that all the fossils are from the remarkable Professor Bruce Rubich family collection, comprising of more than 850 fossil skulls. A large dynamic diorama showcases the life-size reconstructions of the prehistoric animals which once roamed the Karoo, giving visitors an appreciation of the size and diversity of early life in the Graaff-Reinet area. The Fossil Centre is well worth an afternoon visit, and the entrance fee is only 100 Rand for adults and 50 Rand for under 18s. A 1-hour guided tour is also available in addition to the entrance fee. Later that afternoon, we travelled 5 kilometres outside Graaff-Reinet to the Camdeboo Nature Reserve.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails.
We drove up to the viewpoints overlooking the town. The second viewpoint we visited looks down into the Valley of Desolation.
I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore.
So after 3 years, we're back at the Camdeboo viewing point, and I was just saying to Craig how one very quickly forgets how incredibly beautiful it is up here. The views over Graaff-Reinet and the dam and the Valley of Desolation, absolutely exquisite.
It is, yes. It's been a number of years, but yeah, the view doesn't change. It's definitely an afternoon view. If you're going to be coming up here, don't come up in the morning, because in the morning you're basically looking at Graaff-Reinet straight into the sun. So it's definitely an afternoon shot. It's a little windy now, but you should still be able to hear us. Our microphones are hidden, so we shouldn't pick up too much wind noise. But that's the Spandau Kop behind us in the background. And yeah, I mean, the views are incredible. We'll get some close-ups now as we look around.
We all know where we belong, just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there.
So we're going to take a little bit more of a drive further on, and that goes to the viewpoint of the Valley of Desolation. That's also just as equally stunning, but it's got a lot of vertical rock formations that overlook the valley. We're going to go there right now.
This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
The Valley of Desolation, also known as the Cathedral of the Mountains, features sheer cliffs of dolerite pillars that rise up 120 meters from the valley floor, formed by volcanic and erosive forces over 200 million years ago. It's not permitted to fly drones in the nature reserve anywhere, but fortunately I have some licensed image library footage to share with you. Today's route, I have already designed half the route today, and we're going to be leaving Graaff-Reinet, taking the N9 and traveling down towards Aberdeen, and then we're going to take the Route 61 and we're going to travel on that, and there's a network of gravel roads that takes you down to Rietbron, and then from Reitbron I was going to go down to the Tracks4Africa River and join the R407 to Klaarstroom. But that's well over 10 hours. So the roads through there are secondary farm roads. There's probably a lot of gates, and it's very slow. So I planned the route only as far as Rietbron, and then after that we might take one of the private farm roads, the 1728, that'll join us up with the N12 to Klaarstroom. So that's our basic plan for today. I'm not sure what time we're going to get there, but we're just going to take the route and try and do as much gravel as possible, but we do still want to go through Aberdeen, so that's our only variant. There aren't really gravel roads from Graaff-Reinet to Rietbron. You have to take some of the N9 major roads. So that's our plan, and it's blisteringly hot. Luckily we've got aircon, but yeah, it's summer. It's the 20th of November 2025, and yeah, it's hot everywhere in the Western and Eastern and Northern Cape. Camdeboo stall, as you enter Aberdeen, is always one of our favourite stops, for padkos and anything interesting we might find. We didn't spend very long in Aberdeen, and the wind was too strong to fly my drone over the town and to view the church from the air. We've just hit the gravel at the turnoff for Rietbron, so we're now going to take gravel all the way through. It looks like a pretty good gravel road, but I'm still going to deflate. I'm very high pressures because we've been doing all the tar from Graaff-Reinet. So time to drop some tire pressures, have a pee break, and maybe drink something, and then we'll hit the road to Rietbron. There really isn't much to see on the gravel roads to Rietbron, and the landscape is totally flat. But we did see a lot of these unusual cholla cactus in bloom, and some old farm labour cottages. Rietbron is a farming community, and the district stretching from Rietbron through Willemore and Janssenville is the centre of the Angora goat farming or mohair industry. The Rietbron Dutch Reformed Church was built in 1953 after a fire destroyed the original building. It is unique in that it boasts the only springbuck weather vane on a church steeple in South Africa. arriving on the N12 tar road, it was a short 38-kilometer drive south to Klaarstroom. We popped into the settlement for a quick drive-through before entering Meiringspoort Pass. Klaarstroom, an Afrikaans name meaning clear stream, is a small village in the north end of Meiringspoort, known for its tranquil atmosphere, rich history and natural beauty within the Prince Albert municipality. It was founded in the 19th century and was a stop for farmers transporting wool to Mossel Bay. It features notable Victorian buildings like the Klaarstroom Hotel, built in 1874 and still operational today. Meiringspoort Pass is a spectacular 25-kilometer tarred, flat poort cutting through the Swartberg mountains between Klaarstroom and Desolation. It was completed in 1858 and features dramatic sandstone cliffs, 25 river crossings, and a renowned waterfall which is an easy 300-meter or 10-minute hike. Meiringspoort is highly regarded for its breathtaking scenery, making it one of the top 10 scenic drives in the country. After a quick fuel stop in Desolation, we visited the Route 62 wine shop that offers a selection of local and internationally renowned wines, craft beer, craft gin, brandy and whiskey. We found a spacious self-catering accommodation unit at De Oude Meal Country Lodge on the R328 in Schoemanshoek, just outside Oudtshoorn, nestled into the Swartberg Mountains. Of course, it's Karoo lamb. We're in the Karoo and we are doing Karoo lamb again. This is like our 5th Karoo lamb braai, but it's just, you can't not do Karoo lamb when you're in Karoo. Join us in the penultimate episode of this season as we explore the Klein Karoo region and the Swartberg Mountains. We take a day drive over Swartberg Pass, looping back through the farm roads of Oudtshoorn. We then travel further south via the Red Mountains of Kruisrivier to Calitzdorp and onto the Route 62.